Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 57 of Direwolf20's OceanBlock Let's Play series. We're in the endgame now. That's where we're at. So last episode we did really nice with power. Really pleased with how much power we're getting from our power-based reactor now that we're tick accelerating it, of course. It was good before, but now it's awesome. 8 plus almost 9 million R for tick. Remember, the more uraninite stored in the reactor, the more efficient it is. So basically what you're seeing in this fluctuation is it being at the top of that green line, going down a little bit, and then more filling up. That's basically just how the reactor works. So we're making lots of good stuff going on there. Very pleased with that. Today's episode, I think we should start, paying attention to what we need to get into the end game, right? We've got a lot of foundational stuff down, right? Pretty much every mod that's in this pack, I think we've got the foundations of. We're ready to do more. There's probably going to be more to come, right? We're not, done doing things, right? I definitely want to do the Draconic reactor because we haven't touched that yet. We might do the mechanism fusion reactor. We'll see what we need by way of power. Right, but like right now we're hovering around 9 to 10 million R per tick, right? Like definitely around 8-ish. What I did do is added coal, redstone, and uraninite seeds, just to make sure that we're getting enough of all that stuff. I haven't actually paid a lot of attention. Let's see, redstone we're good on, coal we're pretty good on, and uraninite. I mean, we're definitely running out of uraninite. And that's what we had before we started this whole party, right? Once that happens, we'll see what happens with our Uraninite essence, and if we start burning out of it too quickly. Now, the hope is that, once we get to that point, at least it's running most of the time, but we're probably burning through this stuff pretty darn fast, considering how much we're tick accelerating it. So, we'll see what happens. But anyway, today's plan is to get started in the Endgame chapter, which is way down here at the bottom. This is where you get all, basically this is the culmination of this pack, right? Being able to get creative level stuff. One thing that I would like to eventually work towards is the creative vending upgrade, which basically you put an item in there and then you can pull out unlimited items of that item. So basically it's just, at that point you're in creative mode. Almost. So, that one requires a lot of things. It requires the creative storage upgrade, which is a big process of making. Now, this one, I think, I'm pretty sure what this does is make it so that the drawers can store an unlimited amount of items, but it doesn't work like this, where you can just keep extracting. It just, its storage space becomes unlimited, or close to it. So, this is cool, but we just want to use this to make the creative vending upgrade. So we're going to need a lot of stuff, as you can see, right? Right here we need just a ridiculously large ton of things. Just all things from a bunch of different mods. The main point here, though, is that we need singularities. I think this is going to be one of the more challenging bits to get. The ultimate singularity is crafted in a Draconic tier crafter with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4, so 32-ish minus 2, so 30-ish dudes. And the quantum entanglement, and then each one of these is made in the quantum compression block that we're talking about making right now. Now, some of these resources, we need a capacito. Oh my goodness, you're killing me, Smalls. But we need a lot of things. We need about 1,500 of each item, right? So we need 1,500 of these. We need 1,500 of these, it looks like. So it's luckily not a ridiculous number, but it is absolutely something that we're going to have to, probably set up and automate and do things with, right? Like, I don't even know where to get crystal shards. I guess we can sluice them from there, and they have a mystical... Okay, good. That's nice, because short of that, I don't know that we'd be able to easily get 1,500 of those, right? So let's get the quantum compressor cooking, shall we? So all I want to do, we're going to probably, in my mind, I imagine we're going to need a lot of these, right? Would be my thought. And then we need elite catalysts, and then we need black iron slates, and we have to figure out how to make black iron at some point. That doesn't look so bad. And do you know how to make black dye? If you don't... Yeah, you should probably learn how to do that, right? What else do we got going on here? So let's do black iron. That should be cool. That should be everything we need. So now, if we wanted a quantum compressor, start. We're missing luminescence. Where did that come in? Where did I miss luminescence? There you are. Luminescence. All right, that doesn't look so bad. We can make that. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-bop-bop. Easy peasy. I don't think I need my logic stuffs no more. So quantum compressor ready to go. Sweet. Quest complete. Hooray! And that is, I presume, going to allow me to now do all these things. Now, what's the ultimate singularity? Requires all the other singularities. So there's a lot, like, these aren't just, in the past, these have been, like, generally the singularities are like an ingot, so like there's an iron singularity, and it's all iron ingots. But clearly, there's a lot more here to get into. Some things are, you know, like we saw before, other thing, like the crystal shard, that's just a resource, right? So we just need lots of crystal shards. But other things, obviously, are a little bit more, you know, bananas. Electrosilicon? Oh my goodness. We're gonna have a lot of things, aren't we? We are. Logic directors? Okay. Cool. Singularities. Supremium coal? Really? You want me to make 1,500 Supremium coal? That's expensive, sir. That is expensive. That is expensive. I think a lot of this stuff we already have on Autocraft, which is nice. So that's cool. Should we prep what we're going to... I mean, we're going to need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That jives with the ultimate singularity, which has 30 components to it. So I wasn't sure if, you know, there were singularities that weren't used to make the ultimate, but there aren't. So we're going to need 30 of these things. Okay. So 29 more, please. Not a problem. So now is where things get tricky, right? We're going to need to kind of go through the list of all the ultimate singularities and make sure every bit of these resources is already automated. If it's not, we're going to have to teach it the automation. Some of these things may be harder to automate than others, right? Obviously, you know, this one's going to be pretty easy. We just need to get the shards and then we're done, right? Other things will be trickier. So where should we set up this singularity room? Because I think we should have an area dedicated to handling all this singularity nonsense. Agree? I think so. I think that's the way to go. Maybe on the opposite side of those dudes, like we could extend. The slime islands are annoying that they exist over there. I want to kind of avoid the mob farm area because it gets a little loud over there and noisy. I guess we could just extend out this way. That should be fine. That should be fine. What do we got here? Tyrion? Let's get some more of that. I'm gonna build out, you know, a little bit more stuff, and we'll be right back. Alright, since I really have no idea what I'm in for with regards to these quantum compressors, all I know is that we need to feed items in and then feed them out. So I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. There's a couple ways we could do it, right? One option, now they also need power apparently. So what I might do for power is probably Draconic. Draconic sounds like a good plan. But here's what I'm thinking. If we got 30 external storage and 30 exporters, right? That could be cool. And what we could do is just export bus. So like, let's take like literally the first item, right? Like capacitato. Sure. Now we need to figure out how all these things work. Is there a show recipes button? There is. Now a lot of these need an ultimate catalyst. Does that just sit in there, or what's the deal? Let's find out. Ultimate catalyst is made like this, and you're made like this. Okay. So there's ultimate catalyst and the ultimate catalyst. Well, the ultimate catalyst, which needs apparently the ultimate ingot from the ultimate block or the ultimate nugget, but I don't see any way to make those unless I'm missing something, right? But we'll get the ultimate dude, right? Ultimate catalyst, And let's just get ourselves a quickie flux point, just to demonstrate how this works, because I'm learning a little bit as we go. I don't have any idea how this works. You go in there on my network. Sweet. Alright, so ultimate dude, the ultimate catalyst. And then we need the capacitato. Which is this. Cool. So you need cured rubber, huh? Which can smelt rubber. Is there any other sneaky way to make that? Not really. Smelted rubber. That's a way. Latex rubber. Rubber essence. Okay. Well, we could get some rubber essence. That might not be a bad idea. That probably is the best way to go. I suspect we're going to need a lot of you, right? Probably. Do we have rubber seeds yet? We don't. So we just need 4 rubber and 4 prudentium essence. Are you ore dictionaried with the other kind of rubber? Probably not. Alright, so for now, we might want to get it this way. That might be the best way. Early on. That shouldn't be a problem to get 4 rubber, right? Can't you bucket of water from here? This is obviously not the most efficient way to go, but it works for the initial, right? And then we need some mystical agriculture seeds and 4 of the green guys. Now I don't know how much of this rubber we're going to wind up needing, so we're gonna plant it somewhere and find a way for it to work. I don't have a huge set of plans here ready to go. We'll just see what happens. Of course, I picked one that I had to like set up a little bit of infrastructure for, didn't I? Yeah, that's how Dyer does it. Because he's smart. Smart Dyer is smart. Alright, so quest complete rubber seeds. Yay. Put away that bronze chest plate. Now I think we've got something over here that we could probably tap into. Yeah, why don't I just do that? Boom, boom. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We want to access this guy. Put one of you in there. You can be a rubber seed guy, and that should be cool. Alright, where, pray tell? There you are, rubber seed. Yay! And then the only other thing we need to do is just get you going a little bit faster. Get you harvested. And then you need to know that rubber seeds go, or rubber essences go somewhere. Probably here-ish. Perfect. Looking good. Alright. And then quickie recipe for cured rubber is just smelted rubber. And that rubber comes from this. Cool. Alright, so you get this and this. You get this. And then if I want the capacitato, we just need 3 lead nuggets and a little bit more rubber essence. So lead, I just need to teach you lead nuggets. Get us a little bit more rubber essence. And what I might do, just to kind of get the ball rolling a little bit, where's my buddy? There you are. Rubber seeds, thank you. Come with me. We just need to get this ball rolling. There you go. Rubber seeds for days. Think we got enough rubber now? Yeah, we'll be fine. Just get the ball rolling, that's all. Come on. And then if I put you in here, you will sort. Cool. Beautiful. Alright, now that that's ready to go, let's get ourselves Capacitato. If I wanted like a stack of you, that shouldn't be a problem now. Excellent. So remember, we need 1,500 of these to make a single singularity. Which, in my opinion, is a lot. But we'll get there. But this is why we automate this, right? Like, 100% this needs to be automated. I just need to understand how it works. Right? Now I'm assuming that you having... Oh, it did it. It ate it. Well, that was cool. And hey, look, it's got the little thingy above it. Now, if I break you, do you retain... Oh, you don't. Oh, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit of it. It doesn't even retain the power. It doesn't retain the... Nothing. So don't break these. Lesson learned after wasting one Capacitato. Hey, that's okay. So what we want to set up, I want to make sure that we have everything planned and working correctly before we actually do anything. But my thought is this, right? What we could have, it's 30, right? So we could have 6 rows of 5 or 5 rows of 6 or 3 rows of 10. Doesn't super matter, right? Does that sound cool? Maybe I should do this with some chiseled stone. That seems like a better idea. Just so I can have this properly laid out. But what I might do is something like this, right? Like, space it away from that wall a little bit. So something like this, and then what we could have is all the external storages and exporters kind of queued up, ready to go, right? So we would want an external storage, and we could specify that it's extract only, right? Cool. And then we have our exporters here. Cool. And each one of these will export into the dudes. I think that's the perfect way to do it, right? And then we'll have singularities just available to the network, right? So each one of these would be in extract only mode, which is going to be a huge hassle to do to all of them. I wonder if there's a copy paste mechanic for this. I don't think there is. I think I just have to do it like this, but that's fine. Do the rest off camera. And then we're going to want 30 crafting upgrades and probably a handful of speed upgrades. How about 60? Oh, we're missing quartz, huh? Do we not have quartz seeds going on? Wouldn't surprise me, I guess. We have quartz seeds. We have another quartz essence. We may not have ever taught it how to do one into the other. That makes more sense. That sounds more like a dire thing to have forgotten to set up. Alright, so 60 of you maybe? And maybe 30 stack upgrades? That could be good. Cool. Alright, so these are all set to export, and this looks good to me, right? Now, how about for Draconic's relay crystals and whatnot? So the wireless energy crystals all exist. Do we know how to make more crystals? I might want to teach you them. So Draconic, the orange tier crystals, which seem to be the top tier, require these. Okay, so what I should do is teach you how to make these. Okay, which will go into here. And then I would like you to know how to make these. Whoops, wrong thing. 4, 4, and 1. Cool. Right? 4, 4, and 1. And then 4 of those, and that makes 4 of those. So you're going to go into that guy. But we should probably get some Wyvern energy relays so we can program the thingy with the stuff. Cool. And then the only other thing that we're going to want is to know how to make these, which is this. and Draconic wireless energy crystals. Sounds like a plan. Boop and boop. And then you're the wireless energy, so you're the wrong one. Yeah, this goes and this goes there. Yes. This is the processing, and this is regular crafting. Okay, cool. Cool. Good to go. So if I brought this down here, set you up like this, came over to here, new filter, item stack, this, green, save, and we should be good to go to make Draconic energy relay crystals, please. Start. Never hurts to test. Just to be sure. Hooray! It works! Go, Draconic crafting, go! Cool. So Draconic tier, we're probably going to want, you know, 2 of these, right? And then we're probably going to want 3 of these. Cool. Now, what's the deal with these guys? You have 64 wireless links. So actually, we only really need 1. So that's cool by me. So what we can do is we can take our crystal binder here. We can kind of set you up floating in the sky a little bit. Now, they're 10 blocks wide, so there's no center because they're not an odd number of blocks, but I think that's okay. Maybe not this tall. Maybe here-ish. And then... Can you exist without being attached to anything? You can. Sweet. Okay. And then you can flux point. And you're going to have, you know, disable limit. And you're storing 64 million RF is stored in there. Now you have a capacitor of 64 million. So if I shift right click you and then click you, you should fill up. Sweet. And then you're ready to bind to each of these guys. They're not valid devices yet, but that's okay. We're about to make them valid devices. Okay. And this should be cool, right? I like this plan, right? And I usually, it does matter what side you connect it to because some blocks can only accept power from certain sides. So for these blocks, it won't, like, matter. But what it'll do is it'll make sure the lasers kind of all look nice when you have the thing in your hand. Because I could bind it to the front and then it would look funny. So we don't want to do that. Wouldn't hurt. Functionally, it would work. Sweet. Look at it go. That's cool, right? Is that cool? I think it's cool. I think that looks good. Yeah, and now we're ready to go with all this stuff, right? So we should have 60 speed upgrades, 30 stack upgrades, and 30 crafting upgrades. You're going to go into all the crafters, right? Now, can I boom, 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 boom? What I might do, I want to find the most efficient way to do this with my time, but we'll figure it out. But the gist is I should be able to boom, boom, and shift click. Pretty close. Boom, boom, and shift click, click. Be right back. And we're good to go. Sweet. So all these guys are set up in exactly the same way. One crafting, 1 stack, and 2 speed upgrades. So that they'll insert pretty much as fast as possible into these guys and auto-craft as we go. So the only other thing we might want to do is connect up some cabling here. So I bet if I did this, this, and this, that would get everybody's cabling up and running. And then we could just, you know, under the ground it. Until we run into some refined cabling that we can tap into. That works. That works. That'll do for me. Perfect. Cool. I like it, right? And now everything's up and running. Now, what I want is my capacitato. And you, sir, are filling up with RF, which I don't super want. But if I put you in here, would you be smart enough to ignore NBT and all that? Exact mode off. Let's see. Oh, and then we want the ultimate catalyst, which is cool. Now, here's the question, is will the capacitator, once it fills up, need another ultimate catalyst? I don't know if this is used up. I could foresee three things. Option 1, it's never used up ever, and we're done. Option 2, it would have been one ultimate catalyst per insert, which is clearly not that, right? Clearly not that. Limited input. Unlimited input. Limited input? Unlimited input. Why are you not running no more? That's a good question. Is it because you have power in you? It could be that he has power in him. Yeah, what I might need to do is disable... You know what? I have an idea. If it's on my hotbar, it doesn't charge, right? Let's disable you for a sec. Pretty sure if it's on my hotbar, it doesn't charge. So if I put it there, it won't charge. Ah, nope, that's a lie. It was determined that that was a lie. I thought hotbar didn't charge. Was I crazy in that regard? Offhand, do you charge? You charge. Oh, you know what? It might be my, it might be this guy. Charger mode disabled? Yes. Hotbar is still charging because it's in my hand. Yeah, it's still charging. Why are you still charging? Why are you still charging? Stop charging. Is it you? Oh, hotbar is on, inventory slots is off. Okay, that's the reason. So if I put it in my inventory now, we should be good. Do you get eaten still or no? No, I think he has too much RF to be eaten. So what we're going to want is another capacitator. I put you in my inventory. You're not getting charged. I put you in here as the exporter. And then I put you away. And now you should be auto-crafting up a storm. What's funny is he doesn't seem to want to autocraft. Okay, can I click and drag here? I can. Okay, good. Let's try this. Huh. Of course, the first one I picked is being tricky, isn't it? Isn't it? Crafting upgrade is there. Why you don't want to do this, buddy? Because you really should. You really should. I'm going to have to play around for a bit. I will come back in a minute once I figure out a solution. I'm assuming it's something NBT value, but I don't know. Now, one thing that annoys me right now, and I should probably fix, is that because I have the exporters on the top, I'm not going to be able to see the little cool rendering of the Singularity on top, and I might want to just fix that. As annoying as it is that I have to fix that, I think it's the right thing to do. Also, I have yet to solve the capacitator problem. We will get there. I just noticed this and was like, yeah, that's annoying. I need the exporters to be on the bottom, I think. 100%. I think this is the right way to go. So I'll be back once I fix all this and do it properly. So ironically, we're out of potatoes. And rather than growing them in my farm, I will just craft them with nature's essence. Does that seem fair? I think that seems fair. Anyway, I am not sure how to handle this situation that I find myself in. I'm futzing with it. We'll figure it out. Okay, I don't know what I did, but suddenly it's working. I don't know how, I don't know why, but suddenly it's working. So, hey, that's a win, right? Yeah. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. All right, so capacitator. 1 down, 29 to go. So I guess what I'll do is just kind of go across the top. So Supremium Coal, that's going to be a challenge, right? Supremium Coal. We're gonna need to. We're gonna need to. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be like rough. So each Supremium Coal is gonna be 512 Inferium Essence, right? And we've got 21,000, so we can do, very roughly speaking, 42. Right? Because 2 would be 1,000. Right? And we've got 21,000, so we can make 42 of these. Wow, that's a lot of Inferium. Wow, that's a lot of Inferium. We are going to have to amp up Inferium production like nobody's business. So, I mean, on one hand, am I right with that? 42-ish is what we're, you know, roughly speaking about here? So if I did this, you'd start it up. I might need the ultimate catalyst in there. Oh, you've got that there. Oh, we should blacklist that, right? Yeah, we should totally blacklist that on our... If I put this in here, does that mean he no longer sees him? Huh. How does he still see him? You know, how about I just make the 30 that we're going to need, and that'll be good? Technically 29. And that should be fine. I thought we could make him not be visible by blacklisting him here, but that doesn't seem to be working. All right. Interesting. Yeah, I totally thought by blacklisting the ultimate catalyst. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Okay, so anyway, you go in here, and then you're going to be your... Supremium Coal. Supremium Coal. It made one, it put it in there. Is another in crafting process here, or what? He may be trying to make a stack at a time. That actually might be a problem for him, because he can't make a stack. If I took a stack upgrade out of here, would he have a better time? Yes. Yes, he would. He can't make a stack of this at a time. That's the problem. I wonder if that was the problem with the Capacitato. Maybe? He was trying to do a stack at a time? But anyway, you now have 3, so that's cool. But our Inferium is probably... Yeah, we already used like a couple thousand Inferium Essence. So that's going to have to be a significant thing. So I guess your Ranonite is filling up. Let's get a couple more of these. This is the max upgrade, right? Where's your Ranonite? That would be you. Cool. And now you can do up to 768 stack. Yeah, let's do another one. I don't know if I need that many. Cool. Alright, and then you should be clearing out that stuff. Good, good, good. Wow, look how much that is. That is just a bananas level of Uranite Essence. I love it. I do. Coal Essence is also filling up quite a bit. So maybe we should do a few more of these guys that have the Coal Essence in them. Yeah, that should probably be good. And then that'll start clearing out. Beautiful. Now for Inferium Essence, that is going to be a whole nother thing. Are there higher tier Inferium seeds? I don't think so in this version, right? So really, let's see how good we can get at making this stuff. So this will craft a stack every few seconds, which will be nice. Every 4 seconds. It takes 4 seconds to make a stack of this. Not bad. Not bad. But remember, we need 512 of these to make the coal. So that's going to be a big deal. Why did I pick the hard ones first? Goodness, I hope these are the hard ones. Oh, I really hope these are the hard ones. Because it would be horrible if these were the easy ones, wouldn't it? So what I've got now going is 4 of these have the Inferium crops on them. And then the 5th one over here is uranium, because that's still powering our reactor and stuff. We've got a lot of uraninite seeds, essence, right, and other things. So we'll see how long that lasts us, and we can always swap them back in and out. So this will be a good start. I might need to amp this up even more, to be completely honest with you. That might need to be amped up even further than it already is. But, you know, it's a good start here, right? So what would be the next major one on the quest list here? Sea pickles. Sea pickle singularities. Okay, now the good news is these can be made in the Botany Pot, right? So that's kind of cool. You know, so we could Botany Pot that if we don't already have it. We can't craft them, though. We do have a couple, so that's cool. But you can't craft them with essence, so it is straight up Botany Potting it. I'm assuming that, you know, Mark IV power pots is a thing we can do for these. So that'll be neat. That'll be neat. But we need to be careful with Mark IV power pots, because they are very power hungry. And even though we have, like, ridiculous power gen going on... See, we're currently losing power. How are we losing power? Are you not running? You are out of uraninite. Oh, because I didn't taught you how to make uraninite, did you? Did I? I never taught you how to make uraninite. No wonder you are... I'm like, wow, we're getting a lot of... We are way more uraninite than we need. Like, we are just killing it on the uraninite production. That's awesome. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Whoops, dire. So we'll see how long these 42,000 uraninite lasts. I mean, we get 2 uraninite per craft, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time. We'll look into sea pickles, and we'll kind of go down the line of all the things. Raw neural processors, oak, clay, sawdust. Some of these are easier, some of them not as much. Wow, HDPE sheets. How much did... I know I already have these automated. We've got 1.2K of them. Are you automated in a way that, like, you're already voiding, or... No, you're good. 20 by 64 HDPE sheets. So we've got 20 stacks of them. I should probably just look in to see if you're actually still crafting over here. No-ish? Why are you no-ish crafting? Oh, it's this thing. What's your deal, buddy? I don't know, we'll figure it out. Oh, because ethylene is full. Ethylene is full, that's why. Can we void excess on ethylene? Probably, somewhere. We'll figure it out. For now, Double20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and, you know, all the things. For now, take it easy.